Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, Sewing Machine Man, and what we have today is a Bernina 801 made in Switzerland. Bernina Matic. Nice little machine. And I don't know the history of this guy, but this little guy had a tough life. It was locked up, and all the bearings were dry to the point where I had to take some complete assemblies apart and oil them and put them back together, including the bob winder up there. It was locked up. But it disassembles, and if you ever get brave enough to do that, remember that the key is don't lose the little parts. And the saddest thing in the comments is when they go, where do I get one of those little clips that you told us not to lose? Yeah, well, don't know what to tell you, but I told you not to lose it. And if you don't think you can take these things apart and not lose anything or have parts left over, that's the challenge, and we all started out doing stuff. I built motors early on, and I get done and go, whoa, I wonder where this goes. Yikes. Run like a top, but fingers crossed. But depends on what it is and where it comes from in the machine. But generally, you don't want to have parts left over, and you want to make sure that the parts that you have don't go flying across the room if it's spring loaded. You have a little spring and you go, ooh, where did it go? I don't know. Hope I don't need it. Well, you did. But this little guy is a good little machine. I have schools that still have this thing. They bought them new and they're still functioning. And they say, should we get new ones? I go, why would you? You got these things that run like a top. They maintain them. They have me come out every 6 months to a year, usually on Christmas break, and grab a bunch of these, get about 15, 20 of them and get them all going. And they work out real well. Of course, they have an attentive teacher. They don't have home ec anymore, but so the teacher's in textiles and fashion design. She's teaching the kids. And the teacher is usually the one that keeps an eye on the machines so they don't get abused. There are some school districts that don't take care of their machines. A lot of them do. And a lot of them around the country, and quite a few of them are in town. I got some school districts I go to in town, and kids gather around when I'm working on the machine. They have their phones, they're recording, and they tell me next time it breaks, they're going to fix it. Okay, then. Not my job to monitor that. That's between you and the teacher. And the one young lady says, my dad and I, he's a mechanic, and he lets me help him work on his car. So, okay, then. That's a dad's dream come true, to have a kid that wants to sit beside you and learn how to do stuff. That's pretty awesome. So these little machines are stout. They have nylon parts. There's a nylon gear back here that wasn't broken in here. Nylon gear on here wasn't broken. They're not prone to break. They're very flexible and very robust. So they don't have a history of breaking those gears. It happens, but it's very, very rare. But again, you want to not sew on things that are not for this machine. You want to sew on garments, shirts and jammies and blouses and pillowcases, as I always say. And this has got an easy little learning curve. It's got the built-in button holder, which most people never use. It's got the stitch width, stitch length. Up here's your stitch selector. And it's got the standard clutch release on the side. Standard 15 class, you know me, front load 15 class systems. And this one, you go click, 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 it disassembles. You take a button over here, push it, click, the top pops off. You can oil everything that slides, rotates, or pivots. Just put a drop on there. And this one turned out to be a real nice little machine, and it's going to be going back to its happy home later today. And it just sews like a house afire. It's had some issues. It's been maybe in a dust storm or something. It needed to be cleaned, but it's all clean, as good as new. And it's a Bernina. It's a nice machine, so it's going to have a real nice future. So select the straight stitch, put it on straight stitch, put your stitch around here in the middle, about 10 stitches per inch, and away you go. Sew up a storm. Nice little machine. Bernina 801. You can get these online. Make sure they pack them when they send them to you so they don't show up in pieces. But if you can get one of these, I see them going online for anywhere between $300 to $1,000. So I saw one for $1,250, and it's sold. So it depends on whether it comes in the case. Does it have the accessories? Does it have the book? Is it immaculate? The condition is everything. But you can get one like this, put a little work in it. You got a nice machine. It's not going to be a prize winner in the appearance department, but it's going to be a good, serviceable machine. Bernina 801. I recommend them. Thanks.